Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. As you can see from the poll that we did there, 53%, it showed me 51 to 49, which is interesting. I actually had a couple more votes in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to begin a new account, not on the stream today, but I do wanna begin a new account. We'll get through all of the basic levels, and then I wanna get to a power leveling. So this came up, a lot of players were kind of talking about this, about if you could kind of forego building all of the heroes or building heroes with a very specific priority, if gaining levels or power leveling would be a lot more beneficial than building individual specific heroes to build out essentially the formations. So we would still build whatever we needed to, but when it came to chests, when it came to events, when it came to anything of that nature, we would 100% plow everything into levels, guys. Into Essence, into EXP, into the Twist or the Elder Tree to build out the account to see if the impact really does come from levels. So what's going on, guys? We have a lot of players in here already, which is awesome. Javid is here as well. Thank you guys for joining me for the Sunday stream. So we're going to go through, we're going to do a couple summons in here, and you can see I have not made too many diamonds because we went back to power leveling. If you guys remember a stream one or two ago, we have kind of went back to the power leveling factor. I believe last week we were about 5 levels lower. I think we were around 630, 632. We're at 637 already, continuing the power level train, just because we want to make progression, guys. Looking here and looking at the end of this chapter, which Horn King is already in, as you start getting to the end of this chapter at 880, we have a pretty big level deficiency, which is the reason why we really did want to push. What's going on? We got Blue Crimson here, Oakbow, we have Adam here, and again, a lot of players. Very, very cool to see. All right, so we're going to get into the summons. We've continued to build Brutus. Now, the Awakened version of Brutus, guys, we are taking to 5 stars. We need a little bit more furniture. Plus 35 signature item is ideal because of the haste that you get out of here. Overall, we have all of the heroes built. Guys, we have every hero here. There's 1 or 2 that we do not have at 5 stars, but we just about have everybody built, short of 2 Awakened heroes, which is, of course, the Awakened version of Solas and the Awakened version of Taylene. This is really hurting me when it comes to the Celestial Tower. I pushed through a lot of levels today with the Celestial Tower. Aziz, again, is not a hero I would want to build out. And then we do have all 15 of our dimensional heroes going so far. 243, my highest deficiency. Yeah, Javid, I know when you start getting into the very high level deficiencies, it's super, super hard is what getting into the very high level deficiencies. It's super, super hard is what a lot of players were struggling. I mean, we're only in 44. I can't imagine if we push to chapter 45, exactly what those deficiencies would look like. The levels scale crazy high as you do continue through here. Is it possible to play the game without donating? Yes, it absolutely is. A lot of players do play completely free to play. We have a free to play account. Javid is free to play. There are a lot of heroes or a lot of players in here that are completely free to play, guys. You don't have to put anything. You don't have to donate. You don't have to pay to win. You don't have to anything within this game. Should I save my currency for Gerald and Yennefer to get them, or Arthur and Merlin? The big thing, Ray, is when you're getting the heroes, looking at both of the heroes that are coming, the dimensional heroes, we have Geralt right here, which again, I built out. We also do have Yennefer, which I am continuing to build out. Get the dimensional heroes. That is really the big focus, Ray, because if the heroes, or when the heroes do come into meta formations, if you see them in different formations, it's super expensive to get the heroes if you're going through the garrison. It is very, very expensive to get these. Always focus on getting the new dimensional heroes if you can get them for free. If you don't want to buy them and pay the $15 for the first one, get the dimensional heroes, guys. We've said this since they have come out, way back when with Arthur. If you can get them for free, absolutely get them for free, guys. It is well worth it. Would 1 star be optimal on the Awakened Solas? Yes, Ryan, if you want to maximize the damage. So the big difference between the new Wilder we're getting and the Awakened version of Solas is when it comes to the Awakened version of Solas, guys, she does an incredible amount of damage. That is the big difference that we're seeing within the 2 heroes. The other heroes, of course, the new Wilder, as you can see right over there on the other side, it does work incredibly well, but she's not putting out the damage that we're seeing with the Awakened version of Solas, but she is coming in pretty similar when it comes to the healing aspect of it. How do I change my name in chat? My name in game is Night Shiver. I think it's through YouTube. I believe it is through the profile that you do change within YouTube itself. Long time YouTube watcher, first time ever streamer. What's going on, Mr. Blue Damon? I think there's a chance we will see a reset event again for engraving or something. They've actually done it a couple times. So I believe it's been 2 or 3 times that we have seen a reset. I think with the amount of heroes that we have right now, I would absolutely recommend or want to see. I think it would be really cool to see if we could go through and reset these, even if they did, let's say, every 3 months, every 6 months, whatever it may be, is when you get to a certain point, there's a lot of heroes you don't use anymore. That's really the big thing, is there are a lot of places or a lot of heroes that you don't utilize anymore once you get to a certain point of progression. I mean, even going through the Light Bearer list with the 5 stars, there's a lot of heroes, even Walker, which we don't use, Rigby, Oscar we don't really use, Peggy we don't really use. Short of the tower, a lot of these heroes are not really utilized. Even when it comes to the Maulers, guys, you have 2 or 3 that really make it into meta formations. Short of that, they're not really used for really much of anything. Yeah, Geralta's pretty good. 9 of 9, absolutely for his furniture, guys. It provides him a crowd control aspect, which is the big reason why players are building him. Suck at 44.6. Yes, Daniel, exactly what you said. That is the reason why we went back to power leveling. When I pushed out of 43 and got into chapter 44, the levels between here are very high. Meaning that 1, either we're not going to be able to make progression, or 2, it's going to take us an absolute absorbent amount of time with retries to get through some of the content in here. Lucifer is definitely Raku. Lucifer is Raku. Raku is very strong, guys. Started a Wilder only account. Who should be my first? Plus 30 signature item in E30. Yeah, Lucifer, Raku. Raku is super strong, guys. He's actually one of the most predominant heroes. Does a lot of damage. Does an incredible amount of damage. Go Max Thorin. Don't engrave at all. Yeah, Thorin, guys, don't engrave. I think you guys were chatting about it a little bit earlier before we came up live on the stream. Do not engrave Thorin, guys. It is absolutely not worth it. Very bare minimum if you're going to do anything. Even the accuracy and crit could help if you even engrave him, to just 3. That's really all that I would probably put in there. Anything, though, that is defensive, that is the problem with the plus 30 engraving, is you're doing crit damage resistance, you're doing crit block resistance, you're doing more defense. These are things that you do not want on Thorin because you're going to screw up the cheese. If you build him too strong, if he is too defensive, Thorin will not work. The cheese will not work unless you're at super high level deficiencies. It will not work at all without it. Is Entendre still useful in the tower? Yes. Entendre, I am actually building out right now to a plus 60 engraving. Entendre is the carry for pretty much the 3rd team when it comes to building out these heroes. She is the carry for essentially the 3rd team within the towers. You have to build her out. She has to be, of course, the 60 engraving on her is super strong right here because of the healing factor that she brings. She can keep herself alive in formations, which is very cool. Any news for the Awakened Graveborn? So all of the above, players are saying that it is going to be Baden. So again, no official release, no official anything as of now, but they are saying it is going to be Baden. Going to be interesting to see if they do Baden, if they keep him with the shadows or the minions. Again, it's going to be interesting to see if they keep him a warrior or if they go ranger. It'll be pretty interesting to see what they do, how they build it. I have a Shamir that I invested in back when she was good. Wish we could do an engraving reset. Yeah, we've done, I believe, 2 engraving resets. I don't know. I don't think they've done any more than that as of now. But yeah, they've only done, I believe, we've gotten 2 engraving resets, if I do remember correctly. What do I think of Iran? Are you talking Orin, which is of course confusing? I think that's so. Overall, guys, the place he is being used. One, he came into a twisted realm comp, or excuse me, a cursed realm comp. Orin came in, but he's being used within the Wilder Tower. But again, as of now, that is it. So this is the only place that he has been used, guys. Orin has, again, showed up in one best in slot Cursed Realm team comp, and then we've also seen him within the Wilder Tower. Everywhere else, he hasn't been used as of yet. So it kind of, what gear do I have on Thorin? This is the Zealot's plate. And the big thing with this, guys, is you want to pick up the accuracy, but not the defense. So that is the reason why players pick up this Zealot's plate. And then here we have a regular no tier helmet. So this is actually the tier 0 helmet. Reason for this, guys, is we want to pick up the crit, but we don't want to pick up a lot of dodge. If I continue to build this out, you'll get a lot more dodge out of this. So this is kind of the regular build that I see on Thorin, which of course does not have the engraving on there, but we'll see. Better Grez. I don't think they'll do Grez. I don't know. Does the Awakened Brutus worth for free to play? As of right now, yes, Awakened Brutus, and again, my thoughts, my opinion within the video, Awakened Brutus is and has the most utility in AFK Arena. That is really the biggest part, is free to play. Awakened Brutus has the most utility. We're seeing him in the most formations. Mauler Tower he's used, a lot of Cursed Realm comps he's used. We have seen Brutus in a majority of formations. Where Awakened Thane, we haven't seen him as much utilization in the Twisted Realm and the Cursed Realm, but Brutus we have seen in a lot of different formations, which is the reason why I've said, since he has come out, my build right now, as of today, would be pull one copy of the Awakened version of Solas. She works incredibly well. Even without having her completely maxed out for the damage factor, she will do incredibly well with one single copy. And then I would go right into Brutus. Brutus is just a monster when he comes into a lot of teams. Even running with Anasta, guys, he works incredibly well. In an invade team, he can pretty much just destroy a majority of the team, which is kind of crazy. I have no friends that can merc, so it's kind of annoying. I already have a max out. Who are you looking for? A French core. I hope we get the Awakened Graveborn sucks. Yeah, and Bastion, that's funny you say that, the Awakened Graveborn, that you hope the Graveborn sucks. Question is, looking at our lineup here, how many Graveborns does AFK Arena put out that suck? If they put out a really, really crappy Graveborn hero, I think it would be ridiculous to see. I think people would revolt, honestly, but looking at the Graveborn lineup, even looking at the last couple we got, guys, Treznar has a lot of utility. Kayleen has a lot of utility. Fane, not as much, but still does possess some pretty decent utility. Hodgkin is used. Desira is used. Pretty much the first 3 levels of the faction are used, even if some of them, like Nara, are kind of niche, but we still do see her within formations. It would be kind of crazy. Thane is broken since TS is by far star. Yeah, that's where a lot of players have kind of went, like the Temple Rift. This is kind of a unique place. I think I'm on level 311. We're at 311 already. When you start getting into 4 teams, guys, it's a lot more difficult when you hit that 4-team marker. But heroes in here like Thane do incredibly well because you kill the targets. I know that's something that we've said before. When it comes to the Awakened version of Thane, he has to kill the target. If he doesn't have that ability to kill the target, his damage is substantially lower because of not killing the target. Fane build, yeah, that's what I've heard, Ryan. So I haven't built out Fane. Some players that haven't built, say short of the Graveborn Tower, that's where they've actually been using him. With Treznar, with Nara, with a couple different formations to kind of pull heroes out of a formation, so Fane will bring them back. It just seems right now there's so many heroes to build, which is kind of crazy. What's going on, Waterbearer? Okay, so support hero is what we should be expecting. That's what I thought. I was thinking, and again, kind of going through the awakened heroes that we have so far. I thought it might be a mage because we have tank, we have ranger, we have warrior, we have support. I know we have Aziz as a mage, but Graveborn, because we've already covered them all, they might be a warrior ranger. It could be another mage. I don't know. We're going to have to see. Does Awakened Solas do well in the Rift? Yes. Awakened Solas does well in the Rift because you're stacking beacons behind her. A lot of people are utilizing the Awakened version of Solas in the Rift. Again, the stronger that you have her, the more you have her built, the better she is going to perform. That's really the big thing, is the stronger or the more that you have Awakened Solas built, the better that she's going to work. A quick question, which heroes are the best for the dimensional link in terms of don't need to use keys? What's going on, Foley? A Hippo supporter. First one we got on the stream. Thank you for supporting the channel, Foley, and thank you for joining us for the stream. So best to link in terms of don't need the keys. Depending on who you have built, there's a lot. I would look through and look at your faction accounts, Sebastian, see who you have built. The big thing is when it comes to the dimensional keys, there's a lot that you don't use. So again, looking through here, even looking at 5-star heroes, so even just breaking out kind of the light bearer, Peggy I would, Lucius I would, Falks I would, Belinda I would, and then kind of go through who you have built. Even looking here when you go into each faction, even running through here, Nemisu I would, Verk I would, Inoki I would, Titus I would, because those are heroes that are primarily used, Sebastian, for the tower. That is really the big thing. Most of those heroes that are just specifically utilized for the tower, like a Solas, I would, probably a Gorvo as of now, I probably would, Kaz, again, because those are heroes you're not going to see in meta formations. You don't see them in the Twisted Realm. You don't see them in the Cursed Realm. They are not utilized anywhere really outside of the tower, is the big reason. Yeah, that would be kind of crazy. The Awakened Daemon, that would be kind of crazy. Is the Awakened Brutus signature item going past 30 worth it? It is, and the big reason, guys, going to 35 like I did right here is haste. Guys, haste is still and always has been the most important, the most impactful stat within AFK Arena. Bringing him up a little bit higher with the attack, but getting this extra, I believe it is 3 points of haste, makes a big difference, guys. It does make a pretty big difference in here because then you stack on the engraving piece and all of the haste that you're pulling out of here. You're literally just stacking haste on top of haste on top of haste when you're building out these heroes, making them stronger and stronger. We need more swap scrolls and the ability to recall resources. Yes, Shot Gaming, I absolutely agree with you. Absolutely. We need, again, more consistent swap scrolls. I'm hoping that when they go out and when they drop the Awakened version of the Graveborn hero, that they're going to give us a swap scroll. A lot of players were also hoping that the swap scroll would be kind of coincide or reset with the Awakened heroes, which I think would be pretty cool. You should do Battle of Blood against fans for your stream. Oh, we could do some Battle of Blood if you guys want. Let's do some summons, guys. I know I got a little bit off topic right here. Let's go ahead and we're going to do some summons. I'm still, again, trying to build out Brutus. We're still trying to build a lot of other heroes in here. Got some rare heroes. Stones, we are still 0 for everything. We are absolutely 0 for Superb Stones with the Awakened heroes. Through every account that I run, every Superb Stone that I've gotten on the FHG, on the free-to-play, on all of them, it is still 0. 0 Awakened heroes. Boom, there we go, and it is Belinda. So again, it continues. We are at 0 Awakened heroes for every single account, for every single stone. Now, I'm hoping pretty soon that we are getting the reset to the Misty Valley because I love the loot that is in there, guys. But we have 5 elite stones out of here. And boom, let's see if we get something good. Look at that. Kanisa and Rook. our very first copy, guys. There is our new hero. We'll pick up a couple diamonds out of here, but we got lucky with a pull right there, which is awesome to see. And we got a copy of the twins. Look at the streaming luck we got right there, guys. 1 Celestial, 1 Hypogen out of 5 stones. That is awesome. That is a very, very good pull. These heroes are getting closer to the being maxed out. We're getting closer to a lot of the Celestial heroes and the Hypogen heroes being maxed out, which is awesome. Very, very cool to see that we got some. All right, so summons. Now we got a lot of, I actually got another copy out of the event of Zephyriel. So look at this, guys. We have another copy there for twins, taking them to 2 stars. We got Zephyriel. Now he is one of the heroes that I absolutely want to engrave, just because of the stun factor, the crowd control factor he has. And the big reason with this, guys, is because I do not have the awakened version of Taylene, I need a hero to pick up the damage. That is really one of the big things, guys, is I need to get a hero. As you can see, out of the teams we have here, running 2 teams of Celestial heroes, I need a hero to pick up the damage, and Zephyriel is going to do that for me. I hope. I hope he is going to, guys. Now, we got a lot of scrolls out of here. Most of these came out of the Heroes of Espria. So Heroes of Espria yielded us, I believe it was 50 scrolls out of there. We got a couple more faction scrolls. Of course, we got our companion points. Diamonds are going to go into Brutus, but look at that, guys. Between events, between voyages, we have farmed up 84 cards, guys. I pushed the towers like no other. It has never, I have focused nonstop on pushing those towers just because of the builds themselves. Then, of course, the temple, we're at 42 cards, guys. We got a lot. We're looking for 1 single copy of that awakened version of Solas, and then we'll see where we go from there. Is it more worth to make every epic beast to 6 or focus to max 1 first? King Tarzan, with the beast, you want to get them to 12. Level 12 is the game changer when it comes to building out the beasts. The level 12, yep, 9 and 12 are expensive. But again, the biggest one or the biggest impact that beasts have, guys, again, doing an absolute incredible amount of testing from the guild is 12. Level 12, getting beast to level 12. Focus 3 different beasts, guys, like you have in the wish list, till they get to level 12. I know they're expensive, but overall, the impact they have at level 12 is game-changing, versus having, all 6 pets at level 6. Just take, once you hit 12, go to another one, start over, and then just continue. How do you unlock Awakened Heroes in the Stargazer? They have to be ascended. So once you go in the Temple of Time and you pull them to the ascended level, then they will show up in the Stargazer. Then you can continue going through here. All right, so I'm hoping, let's do the regular summons first, just because I'm hoping we can get possibly an Awakened Hero, guys. We got pretty lucky with the Celestials and Hypogens already, but let's see, we have 90 scrolls out of here. We got an Elite, which is good, a regular version of Solas. All right, guys, 90 scrolls. I'm gonna continue these. I hate the Thorin cheese. Yes, Skipies, a lot of people are exactly where you are. They hate and absolutely hate the Thorin cheese, guys. 90 scrolls here. Let's see what we got. Look at that, Night Shiver changed his name and became a supporter. Thank you for subbing and supporting the channel, guys. It is absolutely amazing. All right, let's see if we can pull an Awakened Hero. Got a double Elite, which is Fane and Sophia. Pretty good. Fane, we definitely need some more stars on there. But I want to see an Awakened Hero, guys. It's been a long time since we've seen an Awakened Hero in here. And another double, which is Anasta and Falks. Absolutely. Anasta, I don't have any stars on yet. So now we have Anasta. I think that'll give us 1 star for Anasta, which is awesome. Getting pretty lucky with the doubles. I am liking those double pulls that we're seeing. And there is another one, guys, which is Hogan. Love seeing Hogan in here. Just some more fodder. We recycle an incredible amount of food in here all the time. I've been watching from the sidelines for years. So Night Shiver is finally in it, guys. He's been watching from the sideline. We're going to go Maulers on this one. And there is Satrana. So unfortunately, no Awakened Heroes again, guys. Just a little bit more food. But wish list is almost done. I mean, we are pretty close to everybody being maxed out. Temple of Time, again, we're looking for 1 copy of the Awakened version of Solas. I am hoping it is going to be I'm hoping we only need 10 cards, guys. Boom, there we go. Let's see. Nothing in the bottom, which means no copy. And there we go. You've seen the little light. It was in the bottom, which means we're getting a copy, guys. And we got, wait, was there more than 1? Did you guys see it? It happened real quick. Was that more than 1? It is double. Boom. It is a double copy, double pull of the Awakened version of Solas. Look at that, guys. Very, very cool to see. And there we go, guys. French core forever. Got a new subscriber. Thank you for subbing to the channel. But right there it is, guys. Look at that double copy. That is a Celestial, a Hypogean, 2 Awakened Heroes out of there. That's what I thought. It looked like 2, guys. I seen the flash really quick. But that is double copies right there, which still gives us 22 cards. So do we go to finish Brutus, or should we go for Solas? Should we use the other 22 in Solas, or should we save them? We could also save those for the Graveborn hero that is coming, that we know is coming. Let me know. Let me know. That is very, very incredibly lucky today, guys. It is kind of crazy to see. I know one more would take to Legendary Plus, which would, again, be pretty cool to see. But we got the copy we wanted, which is very cool. So should we go for more? I know the Stargazer, we're going to continue in here, guys, again with Brutus. Brutus, 100%. Solas is worth it. Keep them. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just save. Because, again, in my thought, and I know a lot of logic from a lot of players, is if I go ahead and I save my cards, let's say the new hero drops, the new hero is not too impressive, I can just go back and use all the cards to build out Solas, is what I'm thinking. Save for the Graveborn, that's what I'm thinking. And Yalu, another new subscriber to the channel, guys. Thank you for subbing to the channel. Save them. That's what I'm thinking, Alfred Us, exactly what you said. If the Awakened Graveborn is not OP, we can go back and just use them. I'm going to save these because we know between the Deluxe Monthly card and the shop, we get 2 cards a day, guys. We get 2 cards, 2 time emblems every single day, which means we're getting 60 a month, which is usually 1 copy, almost guaranteed, not including any events, anything of that nature. And we know Halloween is coming. We have a lot of stuff that is coming for Halloween pretty soon, which is going to be cool. So these we're going to bank, guys. And then we're looking at the Stargazer. We need 6. I believe it is 6 copies of Brutus, which is a lot because we don't have any extra. But 6 copies will take Brutus to 5 stars, which means, guys, he will be done. He will be done at that point. Awakened Thane is already done 5 stars, which is awesome. Claim the Stargazer cards. Oh, that's right, from Kanisa. There is Kanisa. Oh, that's right. I get them from Solas. Very nice. 10 more cards out of there, and then we got that copy of Kanisa. Definitely cool to see, guys. This is a really, really good summoning session, and then we're adding some stars onto heroes that actually need it, and all of those are just recycle food. I would like to see an Awakened Chimera. That is my thought, Jester. We have talked from the beginning, the Awakened version of Chimera. That is really the absolute one that I wanted to see was Chimera. So much, guys. Chimera used to be the ultimate carry through AFK Arena. I really feel they're doing her wrong by not doing the Awakened version of Chimera. But 6 copies, guys, we should be able to pull. I'm hoping maybe 2 out of here. 2 or 3 would be nice to pull before we get this guy completely done. We got a Wilder card right there. Double elite cards. Come on, Brutus. I want to see the diamonds too, guys. It's been a long time since we've seen those diamonds. And I think last time we were in here, we pulled a couple copies. And there we go, guys. There is 34 cards left, and we got 2 pulls with our diamonds. So that is our first copy right there. Come on, Brutus. We gotta see a couple more copies. I'm gonna have to keep grinding out these towers for our Stargazer cards. Just some more resources, and we'll use our last 4 cards here. And we have 2 more pulls. Might not get it, guys. Come on, our final pull. Here it is. I know, I'm hoping for those 30K. Brutus, just some more resources. We have a few more. I like doing the singles just because, guys, everyone is one closer. I mean, every pull we're doing in here is 1 copy closer to having the next Awakened Hero. It just never stops, guys. It is a solid cycle going through here to build them. Now, Brutus, we need furniture. We still need furniture out of here. So 27,000 diamonds. Let's see what we can do here, guys. Wish list again. We're keeping Scarlet in there, absolutely, guys. But we have a couple that are at 8 of 9, so we can actually swap those out pretty soon. But Brutus is the one that we're looking for out of here, guys. I'm hoping 1 or 2 pieces of furniture for him would be nice to see. But we'll continue building all of these up, guys. Which there is another piece for Joan. Joan, we're going for 9 of 9, just like we're doing for most of these heroes. Another mythic piece right there, which is Sonya. Sonya's getting close as well. Come on, Brutus. There is another piece for Scarlet. Scarlet is another one, guys. She is getting close. 1 card on the table, which of course is going to Brutus. That gives him 7 of 9, guys. He is getting close to being done. These cards I sell, and then I just go ahead. We throw our furniture on everybody. Boom. That gives Sonya 3 of 9, which does make a big difference in there, guys. And then, of course, we had 1 to Brutus. We had 1 more to Joan, which is almost done too. Finally got Kanisa and Rook. Oh, very nice. Kanisa and Rook, I'm still kind of on the fence on where we're going to, if we're going to build them. It might just take a little bit more time, but I want to see where they're utilized. I want to see, honestly, where they're utilized. Overall, it's going to take time to build them, but I definitely want to see. So we have 8 right there, 8 right there, and then we got 1 more piece for Scarlet right here. Scarlet, guys, is of course the only hero that we have our plus furniture on. Max 1 and 1. So this one I'm going to strengthen. A lot of players don't even know you can strengthen their furniture, but there we go. Now she is at a +2 furniture, +1, and max right there. +1 on the second floor. Almost getting those +3 furnitures in there. Yeah, I seen Kanisa and Rook in 1 Cursed Realm formation, which is interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how many Time Gazer cards did you spend on Brutus. I'm not exactly sure, Daniel. It's been a considerable amount. I mean, we've been dropping probably about 80 to 100 every week. I know last week, I believe we bought the 45,000 diamonds, which is interesting. How is your damage in the Cursed Realm? Cursed Realm, I think this week was not too high. There's some that I do really well in. Even here, I'm at 12. So 17 and some change. You're at 18.4, yeah. I'm not going to get to the top 10. I don't have some of the heroes built. That's the problem that I'm running into, Alfredas, is there's a lot of players that continue to build them much faster than I do, just because of the build, just because of the heroes that I have built. I went through, and I try a lot of formations through here, but 12%, not too bad, as long as I can stay in the top 20 is really what I've looked at. Generally, rule getting into. Yeah, Kanisa got me 40 stages in the Hypo Tower. 12% isn't high. Yeah, exactly. That noise is my Roomba. So we have a Roomba that runs around, guys, and I think it is running around. I think he ran into the door outside of the office. But that is my little Roomba if you hear him in the back. What's your opinion on the limited offers in the merchant tab? I don't buy them. I don't buy the limited offers. I don't buy. It seems like there's a lot of other things that you can pick up that do work a lot better depending on what you want to build. Why you always wear a cap is your style? I usually do. If my hair's not done, there's a lot of videos where I don't wear a cap. If I do my hair, I don't wear a hat. Inside, I usually do just because it's really easy to put on. That way, I don't have to do my hair. Let's pop open these chests, guys. All week long, I don't wear a hat because I do my hair every day because I go to work every day. Who do we got? We got Oden and Shamira. We got Kren and Scrag. Good combination there. I was hoping we'd get a couple heroes that we needed out of there. But let's see what else we got to build. So not enough stones for anything else, guys. Let's look at our pets. So the pets, I've been focusing on the same ones you can see right here. These are the 3 that I focused on. And these 3 right now, as of today, are the best in slot. These are the A tier list pets. I don't have the, yeah, that's my problem. You don't even do retries. Yeah, I don't Alfred us at all. So I've been focusing a lot more on the power leveling, and that has been eating up an absolute absorbent amount of diamonds. I do the 10 and that's it. I haven't been pumping a lot of diamonds into that just because, again, I've been blowing and spending diamonds on everything else. That's the reason I couldn't do as many stargazers today, is I've literally just been spending them on a bunch of other things. These you want to get to 18 as soon as you can. And then, of course, just swapping our spices in here. Still continuing to build out my winged lion. Just because I love the winged lion better than any of the other ones. I know fire breather is, again, a big priority, getting him up to 6, which I could have just gotten another copy, but I'm trying to get the winged lion up to 12 is where I do want to get them. I want to get them up. Yeah, I just wear a cap because it's easy. Would you recommend one stargazing on Mage Aziz or stop at Mythic? Aziz. So the awakened version of Aziz, guys, doesn't need to be built at all. Keep him at legendary. There's no reason to build him at all. This doesn't do anything. This actually screws up some of the Hypogean Tower. If you're running him with Lucretia, it can actually mess up Lucretia's cheese because he doesn't die if you build him out. It's kind of counterintuitive, but you want to make sure that he dies, that when you build him out, he actually dies in there. And you got the I have the problem of it's not working because a lot of times he will stay alive. There's our free diamonds out of there, having the awakened version of Solas. Are you off better spending money on nobles? Yes. So as they keep going, Ryan, as they keep building and putting more into the Noble Society and everything of that nature, the best to buy right now, guys, are these. This 45,000 diamonds for 20 bucks is still the best purchase there is, just because of the sheer amount of diamonds you get. Even if you look in your normal packs where you look 45,000 diamonds, these are pretty good as well, but they're a little bit more expensive. But again, the $20 when it comes to buying out the diamonds is incredibly cheap to get 45,000 diamonds for 20 bucks. It is well worth it. What's going on, Shaha? Thank you for joining us for the stream. Jester, I have my own alt guild is filled. My polar beast is 7. Again, with the beast, guys, level 12 is really the game changer. That is where you do want to build them. When you get them to 12, it is the game changer. That is the big part, guys, of when you're building them out. But Noble Societies, I'm not buying the Riga rewards. I skipped this one. If you guys remember last stream, I am not picking up this one. I skipped this one for the month. And in turn, I did pick up one of our Alpinus pack. I bought the pack that was out of here with the 20 bucks we were going to use in the Noble Society, because out of here, getting Celestials or Hypogeans will work, but we haven't gotten the Awakened Heroes. I'm not going to farm, a ton of these stones just because we haven't been getting a good return on them. Could it be beneficial? Yes, but so were the 45,000 diamonds that we use, which is the reason. Thanks for the last 2 videos about the tier. Yep, I got the other tier videos coming out, guys. They take a lot more time, as you can see with the content and the length of the videos. We can definitely get there a lot further. I just bought this one. Again, sticking to the power leveling, guys. I'm doing 2 things for power leveling. One, we are looking at getting essence, and two, I'm looking at continuing to power level the elder tree. So my elder tree is getting there, guys. Little by little, we are building up this elder tree. 148, 148, 117 right there on might. And then we've been building out. Fortitude was actually at, I believe, 25 or 35. It's already up to 80, and then I did take this up to 84. We're going to continue power leveling the elder tree and power leveling the heroes themselves. Those are going to be the two big priorities that we got, guys, when we're going. Do you think AFK is getting a little boring or repetitive? It is to a point. They continue to do the events. They continue to do a lot of changes. I think they still need a couple more changes with the Temporal Rift. But a lot of the AFK games, if you've played gacha games, a lot of them are really a lot of the same. I think Apollinaire, they need to do new events. That is one of the big things. I feel like they need to do brand new events instead of, just literally running like the Battle of Blood over and over, or running, Heroes of Espria over and over. They need, just like the holiday event for Halloween, they need a couple new events, completely new events. Can I add you to my friends list? I don't think I have any room in here. Again, we monitor this pretty well. Who do we got? Nope, everybody's been online within a day. The friends list is full, guys. I monitor this. If you're offline for 2 days, we just swap new players in here. But as you can see, guys, everybody, even a lot of you that may be watching are online right now. We monitor the list. We definitely check it out every day. I pulled Awakened Tailing from a 10 pull. Yes, absolutely, Colin. That is nice. What do I do for work? I'm in banking. Most of you know I am in banking. That's the Monday through Friday job, which I absolutely love, guys. It gives me the ability to help people. That's actually the second channel that I started for YouTube. Haven't focused on a lot of content in there in a little bit just because I've been incredibly busy, but I do financial counseling, banking, things of that. Yes, exactly. That's it, Blue Crimson. The new Hunter's Reward was fun and challenging. I think that's a lot of what the new things, as we went through here in the Hunter's notes, this was cool to go through. It was different. It was challenging. It was something fun to do. I think they need to do them a little bit shorter term, just with a little bit more frequency. I would like to see, which again would be pretty cool to see. I'm free to play. Do you think I should build an Awakened hero or focus on gazing? Well, they're one and the same. If you're focusing on Stargazers, Celestials and Hypogeans are the way. Focus on one Awakened hero, because there will be a point where you have to build them. Now, I recommend, guys, and I've said this from the beginning, buy this single card every day. Essentially, you're prepaying for the Awakened heroes that you're getting. I would absolutely buy this card out every single day, just because it's the only way you're ever going to get the Awakened heroes. That is really the only way that you're going to build them. The only way that you're going to make progression and get through there is by going through and buying out those cards, guys. It may be expensive. It may take a long time, but eventually, I run a free-to-play account. I have 2 Awakened heroes that are almost completely built. I built the Awakened version of Taileen all the way up to 5 stars. And then I also do have Brutus, which is almost built as well, which just goes. Which one between Queen and Prince of Persia do you recommend? Potato, I would do Queen. Queen is actually in meta formations. Queen is in our Cursed Realm formations. Queen is a hero you do want to build, guys. Her crowd control ability is utilized. And again, we do see her within campaign formations. So she's actually run with the 5 pull. We've seen her in a couple different formations. And again, with the Cursed Realm, we do see her in the Cursed Realm as well. I'm going to let this go. We got everything set. We're going to have the auto battle go. I got all my Battle of Blood rewards day 1. Yeah, Raphael, that's what a lot of players were doing. They were going through the Battle of Blood, and they were just doing it essentially in the first day. It's a way to do it. That's how I usually do it, is I'll go through and I'll just farm it up for a little bit because it's relatively easy. But again, the daily rewards, that is why they changed it up and they added the daily rewards to the Battle of Blood, was so players would come back after the first day and actually be able to build it. I can't complete the Hunter's notes. Give it time, Jester. They're doing the reset. I believe tomorrow is going to be the reset for the Hunter's Notes. So once you get more trials, continue trying it, guys. I mean, it's really like the Temporal Rift. As you're continuing to go through and making progression through the Temporal Rift, it just takes time. It will absolutely take time to go through there. What do I think of the older Celestials and Hypogeans? Are they worth building? Out of that list, Zolrath is definitely worth building. Khazard is worth building. Even there, having Aziz as a basic, the original version of Aziz. Orthos, Flora, probably not. They're a little bit further down the line as far as priority-wise. Zolrath is still used. You can see right here, guys, I have Zolrath in this formation. Zolrath is used through an incredible amount of AFK Arena. He is used for a lot of formations. We see him in a lot of different game modes. He was even used in the Abyssal Expedition on the boss. Zolrath still works incredibly well. Big priority. Khazard, the exact same. He may be used a little bit different, not so much in the Charizard comp, but he is still being utilized in a bunch of different ways, just for the fact that Khazard has the duration extension on the plus 30 signature item. That's why players build him. It is that plus 30 signature item, again, that drives building Khazard. You only need him at Mythic, only need the signature item, and it does work. Is it worth grabbing one of the dims for $15? It is, Colin, and the big thing with only paying the $15 for the dimensional is the resources you save. So if you could buy a resource pack that had all of the resources for the dimensional heroes at $15, players would absolutely hop on it, just because there is a big drive for the amount, again, the sheer amount of resources you have to spend to get those done. And there we go, guys. Thorin Cheese working, even though he's engraved, it still does work incredibly well. After I finish stargazing Lucretia, should I swap the original version of Taylene? Yeah, we see Taylene used a lot of places, but I would probably go Ulna first before looking at Taylene. And there we go, guys. That stage is done. So just like that, we got right through 44-8. Pretty easy. And again, I attribute a lot of that to the power leveling. Going through, guys, and power leveling a lot of these heroes is a game changer. It is really important, guys, that power level aspect, which again, you kind of seen it right there. Bob, yeah, Battle of Blood. Zolrath, yes. Zolrath is fun when you use him, but when you have to fight him, I hate Zolrath. Zolrath is the one that I hate fighting because you have to fight him more than once, and it's kind of a absolute pain in the butt, guys, to go ahead and fight and battle out Zolrath. This one, interesting formation that they put. I think it's just Lucretia staying alive in this one. And again, it looks like she's dying down pretty quick. Might have to look at another formation. Some of these are just RNG, guys. If Lucretia can take off in the formation, she actually won't take the exact same amount of damage. Which again, there's a little bit of a variation. So she won't be killed because Ulna's here. And of course, she gets the boost right there because of Halos. Look at her just... Lucretia ults so fast. It's crazy to see how much damage that she puts out. I paid for Yennefer and getting Geralt from the exchange. That's the way to do it, guys. If you want to, honestly, saving the resources. If you're a light spender, putting a little bit into just picking up the hero versus the sheer cost in resources of getting them. I messed up and engraved my Thorin to E3. Hopefully there's a reset. That's the big one. And again, some of these stages, guys, pretty easy to go through with the levels, guys, the levels. Even looking here, guys, Mickey's at 613. I'm at 637. So I have a lot of levels to go through here. How far should I engrave Grez? Honestly, Grez goes to a plus 60. The big thing with that, Raphael, is when you're building him up and when you continue to engrave him higher, he works incredibly well. That's the big part is the stats behind him. So a lot of players or a lot of heroes, you want the stats, which is the reason why we build them. I have to go. Love everyone. See you later, Javid. Have a good day. Willow Lord, who do we got? We got 5 pull there. We have Scarlet in there. We have Lucretia. We have Thorin. And then we have the Awakened version of Thane. So we have those formations, guys. Again, I'm going to let it just run in here. That way I can chat to you guys. What chapter does the Hunter's Notes open? I forget. If anyone remembers off the top of their head, let me know. I thought it was like 17. I think it was 17. It might be a little bit later. I think one big issue is that the game doesn't make you push the pain, which is one thing I do not like. I feel like it's a big miss. So 2 big things. And you know what? If Lilith is watching, if AFK Arena is watching, Williford is from the server. Yeah, I always follow Williford. Williford, I followed for a long time. Raphael, we followed before. Also Mickey, we followed quite a bit. What's going on, Sirkin? And Andre joins us as well. Thank you for joining the stream. Like I was saying, though, there's really 2 big things, guys, that I would love to see changes. I would love to see improvements. Number 1 being the guild aspect. I feel like, and again, this is kind of my personal preference. I feel like there's a really, really big miss when it comes to guilds in this game. They could do an absolute incredible job building up guilds, making it kind of a collaboration effort, even making it a incentive for higher guilds, whether it's them getting, additional rewards, maybe building up something like we see with our treasure isle. They could do a lot with guilds, which I feel, again, that there's a big miss when it comes to guilds. They could do new guild bosses. They could be cumulative bosses. There could be a lot of additional content and additional things that they could do to make guilds a lot more viable, which, again, I feel like that is a big miss when it comes to the priority. The second one is campaign progression. I feel like with the campaign being such a big primary point of AFK Arena, it's a point that is 10 Stargazer cards or even 10 time emblems for completing an entire chapter that took me weeks to complete. The benefit's not there. I can get those. I can still get all of those resources or all of those out of just a regular, tower push, which is incredibly easy in comparison to the sheer amount of time that it takes for the campaign. This is the time sink, guys. If you want to make campaign progression, this is the absolute time sink that we have in here, which I would like. Hunter's Notes 35. It's quite late. Again, I'm not sure if anyone knows in here. It's 32. Jester says 32. Blue Crimson said he doesn't have it at 35. I'm not sure where you're at, Blue. Hello, Mr. Hippo. Thanks for the amazing content. Love the new series for the tier faction. Oh, yes, it will cover the Celestials and the Dimensionals, Alex. Just have to get there. Again, right now I'm working on I think I'm just going to do the Wilders. I was kind of on the fence with it because we know we have a new Wilder that is coming Tuesday, but it would be a long time before we figure out exactly where she's going to fall within campaign formations, things of that nature. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and do the Wilders, again, just because we know there are going to be a lot of other heroes. I think it was either 32 or 35. Yeah, I'm not sure how far it is. It was chapter 39. Major's saying 39 to unlock. So it might be that far. And again, guys, Thorin cheese, similar to what we see with our Mahira comp, guys, it is just a lot of RNG. And this formation ultimately may not work. Zephril in there. But it seems like if we take out a bunch of different targets, that this is not going to work. I had it when I was 36. There we go. So we have 32, 35, 38, and 36. I'm not sure. You'd have to pull up the notes and see exactly where we're at. Just got Awakened Solas, and I got Awakened Thane to Mythic 2. Can't wait to use them in the Treasure Scrabble. Yes, Miles, absolutely. Those are 2 heroes that dominate the Treasure Scramble, and especially when it comes to the PvP aspect. The Awakened version of Thane, guys, is the PvP god. As we know, the Awakened version of Thane is is number one when it comes to PvP, guys. He just does such an incredible amount of damage. He is the one that is really really toughest. Hero coins are the worst part for collab units. I am still missing 18k to buy both. Ahmed, one thing you can do is if you have your 200,000 Labyrinth tokens, you can actually redeem for one with the 10,000, then claim out of the mailbox Labyrinth tokens or run the lab, because you have a 7-day period where you can go ahead and redeem them. So a lot of players are using or plan to use a little bit more of your tokens because you can do both. You can actually redeem and then get a little bit. Lucius seeing high level play? No. Hive Tyrant, not at all. Lucius is not there at all. I can't even tell you the last time I've used him. It's been such an incredible amount of time since I've actually used him. Does Treznar need all tier 4 gear? Gear doesn't have a huge impact. So you can put Treznar in tier 4 gear. Might help again a little bit with the survivability issues that he has, but is it required? Does he need it? He's not the highest priority water bearer to build out the tier 4 gear. Again, he's more of a defensive unit almost, because he gets that immunity with the plus 60 engraving. Oh yeah, he is in here. This is just for the Thorin cheese. You can see Lucius dies the second he walks out. There's no reason for it. I could probably swap him out for another hero. A lot of players just put literal fodder hero in here, depending on who they have. Even here, Lucius 0-0. He just takes one hit and dead, is what we see again from a lot of other Lucius 0-0. So he's just a fodder hero. You can put whoever you wanted to in here, 0-0. It's funny, like how many of the exact same formation. Exactly 0-0-3-0-2. So he just dies. He just literally dies right off the bat, just like we normally see. Just getting shot. Yeah, great early game. Yes, Miles, absolutely. Lucius is good early game. When he gets mid game, you start seeing him really drop off a little bit further. He doesn't do anything. He really doesn't do anything. You should manual. Yeah, I know we could go through here and probably manual this. I think we're about at our time, guys. We stream an hour every Sunday. I try to stick pretty close to that. Take down Ein's team. Okay, immunity 60 is enough. Yeah, that's what I think. Water Bearer is that E60 is going to be enough for Treznar. Is the gear going to make a difference? Not really. It's not going to have that big of an impact when it comes to if he's going to live or not. He's not going to. How's the Sunday? Doing well. Got a lot done today. Took care of the kids. We need more static there. There's a lot of things they could do. There are a lot of different things that they could definitely do to change up the campaign a little bit, to make it a little bit more active. I would love to see something where you would kind of donate a formation, or you'd give a formation into the guild. For the guild just to use. And then you could actually go, go in and you could, guild masters or guild deputies could move the formations around and actually have even a guild PvP aspect or something, or even, again, like a campaign part. There could be a lot of cool things that they could definitely do in there. Pretty late to stream. What Celestial should I build for the tower? I'm really struggling. I only have Elite plus Celestials. Honestly, for the Celestial Tower, the first one you really focus on is Ulna. I know for tower progression, you need damage. That's kind of the place that I'm at without having the awakened version of Taylene. But even if you look, Skylance, if you get one copy of the awakened version of Taylene, it will still work incredibly well. I still use one single awakened copy legendary of Taylene at my level, which is 2 levels. I believe I'm around 470, maybe 500. I still definitely use them. Yes, 110% agree with both of you guys. Andre and Ryan, we need a dimensional tower. We have more than enough dimensional heroes as it is right now. I would love to see, and absolutely love to see, the Dimensional Tower, guys. It would be very cool. And Andreas, there we go. Another new subscriber. I believe that is 5 already today. We're well over 27,000 subscribers, guys. We are on our way to 28,000 subscribers for this channel, which is incredible. It is absolutely incredible. All right, guys, I am going to let our Thorin cheese just kind of sit here and run. But before we do, I almost forgot, we do our viewer membership giveaway. So I want to hop over here. Let me do the membership gifting. I love doing this every single time, guys. So we do one single membership every single time. So I'm going to pop that up and it goes out to a random person who is in chat. Doesn't let me choose who I want to give it to. So that will pop up in a minute with the random gift membership. And again, it's my way of giving back to you guys. Again, it goes to a random person in chat every single time. So Blobus was gifted a membership. That is right, guys. You got another membership. We'll do one every week. It's very cool. So you get access to some emojis. It's pretty cool. Congratulations, Blobus. Hippo, your idea for sharing could work in the campaign too. Yeah, that would be really cool. I would love to see it. And thank you as well, Miles. Another new membership. I love putting it out there again. Every single week we will be doing that. If I forget, guys, definitely remind me. I almost got off of here before I did that. I love doing the channel memberships. Again, it's a way for me to give back for everything you guys do for me. All the love and support for the channel, guys. I love making the videos. Love doing the playing AFK Arena. It's such a cool game, guys. I will play it until this game is done. I've said that for 3+ years now, and I will cover content in just something that I love to play. I love doing the streams, being able to talk to you guys, having chats about, you know, the game that I love to play. It really is super exciting to me to be able to sit down here and chat with you guys and have conversations. So again, guys, I'm gonna let this Thorin cheese just go ahead and run. The RNG aspect in here is incredibly high when it comes to the Thorin cheese. Similar to the Charizard, it takes a long time to get it done. So, all right, so that'll do it for today's stream, guys. Have a wonderful Sunday. Log off, go get some fresh air, go out and enjoy it a little bit. I am going to do the same, probably go out and do some stuff with the kids. It is Michigan. It is October. It is almost Halloween. 77 degrees here yesterday, which makes me kind of worried, but it has been super warm here up in Michigan. Again, guys, for watching.